Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Somebody said to me the other day, Ronnie, instead of having people write to you all the time and ask you exactly how the program works, why don't you do a short video? Remember that I did one years and years ago. I can't even find it myself. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to explain to you how it works. The program is called Be and It Will Be. So it's all in the name. Whatever you are being, that's what will be. Now, in order to get to that place that you really create the world you want, you have to leave behind the you knew that is dragging you backwards. So the program consists on three platforms. It's a 12-week program. Whoever wants to carry on later, it's fine. I have students who are come in and out over the years, but the basic program is 12 lessons. What happens in these lessons? They're divided into three. That means every 4 lessons, we deal with something that helps us break the old patterns in the matrix. So the first 4 consists on what we call traits. What does that mean? We know that in the spiritual realm, everything is a reflection of you. Nothing happens outside of you if it's not meant for you to see something about you. So if you're considering somebody outside of you, say, to be a miser, and every time you meet that person, you go, oh, no, I've got to meet that miser again. So you formed a shape about that person, and both of you are now imprisoned in that shape. That person cannot leave that shape for you until you wake up. Now, how do you wake up? You have to look inside and find within you, where do you hold that trait of being a miser? It doesn't have to be just with money. It could be in love. It could be that you're a miser over your time, that you keep doing these little back and forth, but I gave that and now they're not giving it back to me and blah, blah, blah. That comes within that realm. So when you find that out, you're able to release the other person for playing that role in your life, and you're free. Okay, so the first things that we do is we make a list of traits. We take the people in our lives that are living within us in a certain way that makes us feel uncomfortable. We use their traits to find out within ourselves where those traits really, live within us. And then we make amends with them. There's a special way of making amends, and everything just suddenly, wow, disappears in a moment, and relationships become better. So that's the first one. The second one is what we call energy bubbles. They are little bubbles that live within us that are automatic. That means that we actually act on them as soon as they arrive, faster than the speed of light. It's our reaction to something. And we are in that space of a reaction to something. We find that we are attached to something. So it's the attachments we're going to get rid of. We want to be free, don't we? And then the last but not least that we deal with all the time is what we call energy fields. Those are energy fields that we know as emotions or feelings, and they live within the body. We feel them. They erupt as soon as something happens. But what do we usually do? We leave them out. We don't even go there. We go into the story about how we feel instead of cleansing that. So we'll learn how to cleanse that. All in all, this is so we can actually reverse traffic, take control over our lives, create a new avatar of ourselves. So for example, if somebody is ill, we don't try to cure that person. We don't tell that person you need to cure yourself. We say, let's move away from there for a moment. How would you like to feel yourself? Now, if you're saying I want to be healthy, you're still talking about you not being healthy. You don't want to talk about anything like that. You want to see yourself in a space where you are vibrant, happy, active, doing the things you really want to do. That's what you want to be doing, and you want to be watering that avatar, because anything else leaves you in the same space. So what we say, our motto is that where there's a problem, you move away from it. You don't try to solve the problem. You create something new that becomes, because you see, the world is expansion. God is expanding. When he said, let there be light, there was no closure on that one. It kept going. So God, universe, field is all about expansion. So if I say to you, oh, I had such a headache yesterday. This field, or I call him God, says, Ronnie, didn't we do the headache yesterday? Can we do something else today? Because if you're going to talk about yesterday, you're going to feel it in the now. And you're just going to repeat something that you don't want. So if you want to get to that new space of creating exactly what you want, you have to say goodbye to the way you knew yourself before. And we're going to use the outside world to help us cleanse our inside world. We're also going to use the outside reflection to understand for ourselves what we want to change. What do I want to create? We don't solve outside problems. We solve everything inside. And that's the good news, because I don't have to blame anyone. I can recognize and I can say, if that's showing up for me right now, what is it reflecting within me? Even wars. If you're looking at what's happening now in the world with Putin and Ukraine and there is nothing you can do unless it comes on your doorstep and you can really help physically. But before that, what is that reflecting within you? Where is the little war in you? How can you be free of that so that you are able to help? And maybe just by changing your vibration, you're already helping. So that's basically the Be and It Will Be program. I teach them one-on-one worldwide. It could be on Zoom. And if you live where I live in Israel, then you're welcome to come privately to me. And I give group workshops. So tap me if you're interested and if you really want to change your life. I can tell you that if I can do it, anybody can. I've literally changed me. I'm not the person I thought I knew before. And that's something I can sign on. So whenever you want to, I'm here. And you know what? Just because you can. So bye for now. I hope all is well.